Okay. Amazon's Twitch seeks to revamp creator pay with focus on profit. Love it. That's so exciting. That gets me so excited. Yes. Oh yeah, this is the stuff right here. Love it, love it, love it. Great times. What's up, Anne? How you doing today? I'm using dark mode on Solar Stream. Nice, Mean Scene. 30% to Amazon, 30% to Loco. Yeah, this sounds great. What's up, Fainsma? Twitch, the Amazon.com incorporated owned live streaming website, is weighing changes to how it pays top talent to people familiar with the planning, an effort that would boost its profits, but would also risk alienating some of its biggest stars. The updates under consideration would offer incentives for streamers to run more ads. Ooh, yeah. Yeah! The proposal would also reduce the proportion of subscription fees doled out to the site's biggest performers, said the people, who asked not to be identified because the discussions are private and they would get fired. Some changes to Twitch monetization structure could be implemented as soon as this summer, the people said. Twitch staff is considering paring back the revenue cut of channel subscriptions granted to the top echelon of streamers in its so-called partnerships program to 50% from 70%. Another option is to create multiple tiers and set criteria for how to qualify for each one, two of the people said. In exchange, Twitch may offer to release partners from exclusivity restrictions, allowing them to stream on Google's YouTube or Facebook. Updates to the partnerships program aren't finalized and could be abandoned, the people said. A representative for Twitch declined to comment. Viewership for live videos of people playing video games has exploded in recent years and has elevated a new class of internet celebrities. Twitch leads the market, but Amazon increasingly wants the site to make money over the long term. The unit has recently gone to work on new profit-driven programs, but some employees have said the shift hurts its users. There has been an exodus in recent months of top and longtime employees who said Twitch has lost touch with its community needs, Bloomberg has reported. Twitch still has a large stable of stars. It has more than 51,000 people in its partnership program, according to research from Twitch Tracker, including the likes of Tommy Innit, who does, I think, Minecraft. Oh yeah, who's amassed some 9,000 subscribers to watch and play games like Minecraft. Viewers can subscribe to an individual streamer for $5 to $25 a month and receive digital badges, custom emoticons, and other perks. Typically, streaming partners get half of the subscription revenue from their channels, but Twitch routinely awards the top performers a higher cut. Partners currently earn, in addition to subscriptions, a fee for running ads on their channel. That rate, $3.50 to $5 for 1,000 ad impressions, depending on a streamer's location, has remained essentially unchanged for years. Recently, though, Twitch has been experimenting with other approaches to ads. This year, it said creators who stream at least 40 hours a month could receive $100 for running 2 minutes of ads per hour. That is terrible. The payout increases with more ad minutes. A new proposal being considered would create a revenue sharing arrangement, presenting a more lucrative model for streamers. Ads are controversial on the platform because... Why are ads controversial? I don't know. What could be annoying about ads? I don't know. Viewers often complain that they miss important moments of a streamer's gameplay, and performers have said ads can alienate the audience and hurt their metrics. But some Twitch streamers see ads as a necessary nuisance to support their businesses when subscriptions alone won't suffice. For Amazon, running a large-scale live streaming business is expensive. Amazon purchased Twitch in 2014 for $970 million. And after years of prioritizing growth, Twitch executives are increasingly focused on financial sustainability. Twitch's ad push is in line with a broader move across the media industry. Last week, Netflix Inc. said it was experimenting with ads. Sony Group Corp 2 said it is planning to sell ads inside PlayStation games. Oh my god, I love everything right now. It's so much fun. Twitch leadership has discussed possible changes to its 10-year-old partner program for several years. Early discussions reference performers' complaints about work-life balance. Some toil for as long as 12 hours a day. Twitch employees began tossing around the idea of offering healthcare benefits or the ability to pause subscriptions during a vacation so they wouldn't worry about losing patrons. Focus today is about more on monetization. With Twitch established as the premier destination for game live streaming, top talent has fewer alternatives to reach larger audiences. In the past, YouTube and Facebook Gaming offered enormous sums of money to lure top creators, but those deals were rare and not always successful. Several streamers returned to Twitch after their contracts were up with Facebook Gaming or Microsoft Corp's now defunct Mixer. Pepperonis and pepperonis. So let's talk about this and let's break this down, okay? So this article got a lot of concern. This is why I followed Loco. She's odd. Oh, thank you. A lot of concern. There's a lot to say about this. Well, I have a lot of thoughts about this. What's up, Gregor? My struggle is putting this all into succinct dialogue. So I will say that if Twitch... Okay, let me try this again. As this article says, some streamers are on a higher split, and those are usually the top streamers that have a 70-30 split versus 50-50. 70-30 is a pretty great split. Very happy. That's good. Very small amount of people have that split. I'm sure it's less than 10% have that split. And having that difference is basically $1 difference per sub, which really adds up. You have 500 subs, that's an extra $500 a month. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge for a creator. As a platform, I mean, that's pennies in their eyes, right? Like for a streamer, that could literally be the difference between them going full-time streaming and not. That is how important that 70-30 cut is. For a platform, that loss of revenue to go to 70-30, I think that loss of revenue is small compared to what you would gain by having more creators be able to devote more time to the platform. Now, I don't have any quantitative data to support that. I would need a lot of personal financial data to probably make that assessment. I could probably go through the Twitch leak that happened last year and make that assessment. But I do know that from that data that was leaked, 0.1% of streamers actually make a living doing this. 0.1% of streamers make money doing this. And I think it's in Twitch's best interest to try to make live streaming a content creator's #1 platform and be able to go at this full time. If a creator can make more money streaming, they're going to spend more time streaming. They're going to invest in streaming. They're going to be able to level up their stream, and in turn, the idea is that they grow. They bring in more subscribers. They were able to convert more users into more subscribers, and that's profit, right? Yes, weirdest gamer, yes. So my take on the split is that, first of all, achieving a 70-30 split should be transparent. There's no reason to, like, the 70-30 split is literally a mystery. I don't even think they offer it anymore. They constantly move the goalposts as to how do you earn the 70-30 split? Like, what do you need to get there? It used to be, if you have 500 subs, for a few months you get the split. And then it was like, okay, you need 500 non-gifted subs for 3 months. You know, and then they just kept moving it and changing it and moving it and changing it. And I don't even know if they even offer it anymore. That should not be the case. I mean, having a company basically, again, I think we've talked about companies kind of making up rules as they go, and it hasn't really worked out for some companies. Cough, Artesian builds cough. So I think that definitely, in terms of the discussions that have been had about the partner program and about the sub split, it seems like there's discussion on having different tiers that maybe you can, the tiers and get into. That would be huge, because like, not only is transparency a good thing, especially when it comes to streamers being able to, you know, make more money, but also now you have goals for streamers to work towards, and streamers have very supportive communities. I mean, you bet, like, if you were to say, okay, I need 500 subscribers, or you know what, like, first of all, forget the whole non-gifted sub thing. That's the dumbest thing ever. Okay, you need 500 non-gifted subs. Who cares who is paying the money? Okay, if one person in your community wants to gift 500 subs a month for you to make a better pay cut, like, who cares where it's coming from? Who cares if it's non-gifted or gifted? Let people gift subs. Like, it's just such a huge part of communities now. The percentage of gifted subs to actual subs is just massive for a lot of tight-knit communities. So maybe just make it higher. Just maybe 1,000 subs. It doesn't matter where they come from. If you have 1,000 subs, you get a higher split. You know, you get the 70-30 split, and you've earned it. If you keep that for 3 months, that's good enough for us. Like, you get more, and you're able to make more and invest more. And I mean, your community would get behind that as a creator. Like, your community would totally want to help achieve that. Also, with transparency, you can trust the process itself more. Yeah. I would be cool with multiple split tiers as long as it was clear what the next step is. Yeah. Now, my concern, if I get personal here, my concern is if they pull back the splits from creators who have it, because for me, I have the higher split, and if I were to lose that, that would be a huge hit to my revenue. I seriously would be in panic mode. Okay, and now I don't stream as much on Twitch as I used to, so yes, of course I'm gonna have less subscribers than I did when I was streaming 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. Like, of course I'm gonna have less subs. I only stream 3 days a week, 3 hours a day at this point. That's fine. But if I take that sort of pay cut, if they take back something that they've given me for years, that first of all makes me highly distrust the company. It's straight up offensive, and also it just makes it streaming like maybe not be viable at all to do at that point. Like, Twitch already, I think, has a huge struggle with creators being able to do this full time because it's so demanding. You always have to be on. The 50-50 split is the industry worst that it can be. It is the worst rev share of any creator-based platform, streaming or not streaming. Twitch is YouTube is 70-30. Facebook right now is 100% for at least some amount of time. I believe they still have 100% rev share to their creators. That'll eventually change, but I can't imagine it being worse than 70-30 because you're going up against Facebook is literally head to head with YouTube, and YouTube's 70-30. So people might abuse gifted subs to leverage the program. So you're right, might have to make it higher. 5,000 gifted subs, maybe. That's way too high. That's way too high. But what is abusing gifted subs? There's no abuse. Like, it's not like you're not paying money. Like, someone is still paying money. Twitch is still making money, whether it comes from a gifted sub or a non-gifted sub. Twitch still gets their cut. So why do we care? There's no abuse. It's just that viewers would be more supportive, because if you're here and you're subbed, you can't sub again. If you want to support the stream more, you can't be like, oh man, let me go make alt accounts and do this. No, you're just going to gift out subs. 50-50 split definitely makes it super hard to do full time. Yeah. The 70-30 split is $1 per sub difference. I mean, that's a massive difference. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it really does add up, because if you think about it, like creators, like even smaller creators can get 100+ subs. And that at 250 a sub is not a lot, right? You're talking about $250. Okay, you get that higher split, that's an extra $100 a month. It does add up a lot. And also from a viewer perspective, you know, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it feels bad to know that half you're gifting subs not because you want Twitch to make more money. Your motivation is to help the streamer. And when it feels bad that you're not getting a good deal from that, then like, why are people going to want to do that? And that messaging, if creators are unhappy, the messaging will only flow downwards. Twitch really needs to figure out how they can work more closely with creators, because creators are responsible for all messaging on Twitch. Even when Twitch puts out a blog post, which they don't very often, they're not very transparent and they're not very communicative. Especially lately, they've been even less communicative about things. And creators are really in charge of the messaging and the sentiment that gets spread around Twitch. If creators are unhappy, where they feel like they have to go to other platforms to get discovered, they have to go to other platforms to make money, like what does that just show? That, to me, I see more and more viewers unsubbing and subbing to other platforms, looking for other options to support their favorite streamer, not even watching on Twitch, but wanting to watch on other platforms like YouTube VODs and stuff like that. I'm seeing more and more creators and more viewers like just kind of not make Twitch their number one. And for Twitch, from Twitch's perspective, that has to be bad. That has to be a bad sign. So I think that Twitch definitely should be transparent. And now let's talk about exclusivity here, because that was thrown up kind of briefly as well. Twitch may offer to release partners from exclusivity restrictions, allowing them to stream on Google's YouTube and Facebook. This would definitely be a huge benefit to creators. I hope they're not making people choose like a lower split, but you can multi-stream. Like, that would be totally so shady. Like, please don't make it like some sort of ultimatum. That's just so weird to me. Twitch and their discoverability is just awful. YouTube is better, TikTok is better. You know, Twitch's discoverability is just terrible. And getting rid of this exclusivity, I think, would help creators get discovered more. And here's the thing. People who watch live streaming, as we will see with data, people prefer Twitch. People prefer to watch on Twitch. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're finding the right person to watch on Twitch. So they may be going on YouTube. They may be going through TikTok, right? They may be, you know, using even Facebook to watch some streamers, or even not. Maybe they're browsing YouTube videos and then they find a live stream, right? If you can make streamers be able to get discovered better, that's only going to feed into Twitch, because then, hey, guess what? If a viewer has to choose between watching on YouTube and watching on Twitch, they're probably actually going to choose Twitch. So if we can help these streamers get discovered on other platforms and they're streaming to Twitch at the same time, they're probably going to jump over to Twitch. They're probably going to subscribe, drop bits. They're used to Twitch's monetization system. They're used to their chat features, their emotes. They're going to stay over there. I think that this is something that would benefit both Twitch and the creators by not having this exclusivity. It definitely hurts the creators to have exclusivity. I mean, that is 100% for sure. You want smaller creators to be discovered. You want viewers to more easily find the right streamer for them. You want to make that the best it can possibly be, so that viewers spend more time on the platform and they're more committed to watching someone. Like, if you go on Twitch and you're only finding the top streamers, and you're like, I mean, I'll watch it because it's like, it's here and it's easy for me to find. Maybe it's not clicking for you. If you can make that better, that process better, and that viewer finds the stream that really they click with, they're gonna spend a ton more time and money on the platform, which should be the end game goal. That's how you make more money as Twitch. It's not, oh, let me let me roll back benefits and you know, subscription monetization splits, and let me make bad deals to help creators run more ads. Let me trick creators to running more ads with these awful deals. It's how can we make it so that viewers can find their favorite streamer easier, and then boom, time sink, boom, money sink. Like, if you make that aspect better, you're solving all of these problems. You cannot be at odds with creators. It just is not going to work out. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I feel like I've said it a million times in different ways. Twitch it's not gonna work out if you're at odds with your creators. If you try to nickel and dime and squeeze all the money out you can from them, you have to create a sustainable ecosystem for the creators themselves. They are your platform. They're your backbone. They're literally, without creators, you don't exist as a platform. So being at odds with creators, or not understanding how they work, or not doing anything to facilitate their growth and success is bad. You're basically at odds with your own revenue at that point. And with the way things are trending, I'm seeing more creators utilize other platforms, spend less time on Twitch. I mean, I even tell creators, like, if you're streaming 6-7 hours a day, cut back your time, use other platforms to help get discovered. Really, what we should be saying is, if you can stream like 5 hours, 6 hours a day, you're good, you're golden. You're gonna grow naturally. You're gonna find the right people. You're gonna make more money. You can make Twitch your number one. And right now, Twitch being your number one is becoming less and less viable. When really, we gotta think about how to make it more and more viable. So now let's put it out there. This is all speculation, and these are all discussions, right? Like, they're considering these things, and when you have these discussions, you're gonna have bad ideas, right? You're gonna have ideas that are like, let's throw it out there. You know, when you have brainstorming sessions, you throw out all the ideas, even the bad ones, and this might be some of the bad ones that we're seeing. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Will Twitch make changes to their programs? Will things change on Twitch? Of course, everything changes. You know, Twitch is changing, and Amazon loves to just make more and more money and squeeze out all the money they can. But are they having these discussions with the right people? That is definitely one concern I have about Twitch, is that I think that they don't have enough people at this point who understand the platform and the culture, the nuances, to help make and guide those decisions. I think a lot of those people, like Marcus, DJ Wheat, have left because they feel unheard, and I think that's a really bad sign. I think you always need those voices that are going to oppose executive or corporate based decisions. And so it's definitely alarming to see employees like Marcus leave. That's a concerning flag for me, for sure. Do they have a Twitch creator committee that they can do a roundtable meeting with? So I know that Twitch does feedback sessions. They have a research group too that I think almost anyone can access. You can Google it. They have like surveys and stuff. So they do research and surveys, and they do product reviews. I've done one of those feedback sessions. I'm surprised that I don't get asked more, considering this is like literally what I do. But they did ask me to, I was part of a group feedback session for a product called Moments, which you may have heard of. You might not have, because we've never used them here, because they just don't make sense in their current iteration. But it felt like the feedback session was too late in the process, because it was the product just didn't make any sense in terms of like application. And there was like a lot of feedback that was like, this is not helpful right now. This needs more. And the fact that it got that far without, I guess, an understanding of like why someone would care about it, it was just done so poorly. Like the product is like, I just am making this face. I'm making the squint. I'm making the loco glare face because it just like, that's all I can do is like, how did this come to be? It just missed the mark. It just missed the mark completely. It's just kind of mind-boggling. You know what I mean? Average Twitch user just isn't gonna use engage with moments. Yeah, because first of all, to see someone's moments, you have to click on their badge and then you can see only the moments they have. There's no like central location to view moments of a stream. It just there's so many problems with it. It just doesn't make any sense in the way that it's applied right now. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It's like the concept is not a bad one, but the way that it was made and applied is just awful. So that's one of those examples of having like a serious major disconnect, right? Between the community and the culture of streaming and then the running a streaming platform as a business. Very major disconnect there. And you talk about profitability, like you've just wasted how many hours, how much money, how much time making something that is so just not going to be widely adopted. And guess what? Instead of adding the changes that will actually make moments usable, they'll probably just axe the product because that's what they do. They churn out products that are too early, that don't connect with creators, that don't connect with users, and then they say, oh, well, they don't like it, let's just get rid of it. Instead of being like, hey, why don't they like this? Why don't we talk to them early on in the process and have them help us mold this in a way that actually would be used so that we don't waste all this time, money, and energy building something that then we just like let die. We'll see what happens to moments. Will moments die and get axed, or will they actually develop it into something that is useful? Find out next time when we talk about it, whenever they send out an update.